Hey guys, here's a quick review of the Walkera QR X350. So first off, you can see this is a 350 size quadcopter. It's got very nice, powerful, efficient motors. In my opinion, I think these motors are slightly more powerful than my DJI Phantom, and maybe that's just due to the fact that these motors are a higher kV. You have nice self-locking, not self-locking, but keyed fit propellers. So when you mount the propeller on here, even if your prop nut comes slightly loose, these propellers will not slip on the shaft itself like a standard, airplane propeller. It's keyed, so it locks into the motor, which is a very, very nice touch. You have cooling holes on each arm to keep the ESCs, which is mounted inside, nice and cool. You also have some cooling vents up here to vent any, heat that comes off from the flight controller. Very, very nice touch. You can see in the bottom, we also have some more cooling holes. You have navigating lights down here, so you have green and you also have red, or I believe red and green. Makes a nice touch when you're flying at night. You can quickly see the orientation of your quadcopter itself. You have nice quick release thumb screws down here, so if you're traveling, backpacking, or hiking anywhere, you can quickly remove the screws that holds on the left and the right leg, and within a minute you can have those legs popped off and you can quickly put into your backpack or even a small bag and go where you have to go, or even a small case. Very, very nice touch. You can see the legs are nice and wide, so it has a nice wide stance, which is good when you're taking off of any uneven surface, for example grass, gravel, rocks. These wider legs makes a big difference compared to the DJI Phantom. The Phantom has a slightly narrower legs. They do look nicer, but they're narrower, so when you're taking off of grass or kind of like pebbles, it kind of tilts, and if you don't be careful, it can fall over. Nice wide legs, you don't have to worry about it tipping over, as easy as it would with something that's narrow. You can see we have rubber balls on the bottom of each feet here. Makes it a big plus when you're taking off of, rocks or concrete. That concrete's not going to dig into the plastic and, damage it. The balls take all of the impact, and also it acts kind of like a stopper, so if you're coming down for a landing, it won't slide. It's just gonna go bloop and then land. So that's a nice touch. We have LED light indicators back here that gives you the GPS strength, the flight mode, and also it tells you if your battery's getting low. So follow your manual and see what these lights are explaining. Down here is the battery compartment. It'll fit a 3-cell 2200 Walkera battery. I believe you can also fit the Walkera 2600 milliamp hour battery in here too, because the battery compartment still has a little bit of space to the sides and the top. So if you have, a common 3-cell, I believe a 2700, even a 2200, it will fit right up here into the battery tray. Moving on next, on the bottom to the front, let me move these props over to the side like this. I can tilt it up. You can see I have a camera down here. I'm using the Walkera DV04 camera, and you have 2 screws that mounts this camera mount. So you can either get this with a lot of different options. You can get it with the full FPV package with the GoPro mount and the mount for the DV04 camera, which mounts on the top and bottom of each other. You can also get it with isolation mounts, so you can mount your GoPro or even the Walkera DV04 camera and built-in recorder, so that the vibration mount actually absorbs a lot of the vibrations when you're flying it to smooth out your video. I have a direct mount right here, which is just good to get the basic framing, but if you want to get nice quality videos, you can purchase the vibration isolator mount, which makes a big difference. But I don't have it here to actually give you guys a demonstration of, comparison of how it looks, but you can see quickly mounts with 2 screws. You can see we have, let me move it down like so. 1 screw in the back. You slide this camera forward a little bit, and you remove if you remove the GoPro mount, there is another screw right here in the rear, so you can quickly remove the camera mount and switch to different setups. So you can even mount a 2-axis versus gimbal in the front. For example, like a Team Rebel. Believe the beholder and the beholder light will fit onto the front of this quad, so that's a very nice touch too. The compass is external. It's nice and far away from all the electronics, so it gives you a more accurate location or direction because the compass needs to be away from the motors and any electronics, because it needs to know exactly what's north, south, west and east and stuff like that. You can see the full FPV package comes with, oh, gotta be careful there. Kind of hard to look at the phone and kind of move my hand and quad right there. Almost fell off the table. That would have been very bad, right? But the full FPV package that I got came with the new Walkera 2.4 gigahertz transmitting system, and it just mounts on here with double-sided tape, or you can even use Velcro if you want to remove it. So everything on here has quick connectors. For example, the camera, you can pull it out here if you want to remove the video transmitter. If you want to remove the compass, very simple, just pull out the pin right here and that will come off. So when you're traveling, everything can break down, and you can easily break it down and put it together. Actually, I would say you can take it apart, put it back together in under 5 minutes. So that's a very, very big plus. No tools needed for anything down here. You will need a small metal rod. For example, you could use the Allen keys that comes with the quad unit itself, and just put into a little hole, and you can loosen up each prop. But you don't have to make these nuts so tight, because the propellers are a keyed fit, so you just got to make sure they're tight, but not super tight. I have mine kind of on the super tight side, because I like to make sure anything that's moving doesn't come loose. So just make sure, once again, make sure that everything is on and not going to come off. So that was a quick quick review of the specs on the Walkera QR X350. Forgot to mention GPS hold, altitude hold, intelligent orientation control, or short for IOC, is now included with the new 1.2 update. So very, very nice touch. I'll make another video showing how IOC works in flight, how GPS actually works, but this is just a quick look at the features of the Walkera QR X350. Hope you guys enjoyed it, guys. Thanks for watching.